Kid's kind of a psycho.
Such a
good time making human bodies explode to death. All right, so what else is going on? Oh, not much. You? In the movie. You're not in the movie. What else is going on in the movie? Oh, well,
Hey guys, my name's Dan, and today I'm going to be reacting to the Fast X pitch meeting, the latest in the Fast and the Furious franchise, and this was quite a movie, and we're definitely going to be getting into it. I'm sure Ryan has a lot of funny things to say about this one, and I will also be speaking on it as well at the very end of this video. So if you haven't seen this yet, and you don't want any spoilers, please do save this. Go check out that movie and come back to watch this video. Or if you're here for everything, you don't really care about spoilers, then we're going to get into it like I said, and there's going to be a whole lot that's going to be spoiled for you, so just a bit of warning on that. But before we get into it though, please do check out all of these links I have for you here. Then go on over and support the Pitch Meeting channel and Ryan George's channel as well. All of those links will be down in the description. And lastly, the easiest way to support me is by going right below this video, clicking all those buttons down there, because not only does that let you see future reactions that I do, but also helps my channel to grow. And without any further ado, let's go.
So, you have a new Fast and Furious movie for me? Yes, sir, I
Yup.
do. And I think you can figure out what this one's gonna be called. I've literally never been able to guess.
No,
None of these titles
neither.
have any rhyme or reason to them. Come on, give it a shot. I guess Fast 10, as in fasten your seatbelts? That's right, sir, you got it. I got it? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Well, Fast X, we're doing a Roman numeral thing. Ah, dang it. So anyway, in this one, we're gonna kick things up a notch, because get this, somebody from Dom's past is back for revenge. Right, that's kind of always the case. So this time it's personal. It's literally always personal.
Yeah.
But see, this time it's personaler.
It's always...
more, whatever. I don't care. It works for me. That sounds good.
Clearly.
So see, we're going to flash back to Fast 5, and it turns out the bad guy from that movie had a son named Dante, and he's a very angry, sexy pirate. Oh, sexy, angry pirates are tight. And so since Dom killed his father and burned all his money, he's been studying him for 10 years to find out what makes him tick. 10 years? 10 years. And he finally cracked the code. You know what it is? I feel like it's family. It's family. Right.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel like a decade-long riddle. So now that he's figured that out, it's time for some revenge. So what does he do? Well, he's gonna go force Dom to play Rocket League at the Vatican.
Yeah, apparently so.
This big rolling ball bomb loose in the city, and even though Dom saves the Vatican, there's still a big explosion that destroys a bunch of stuff. Oh my God! So a bunch of people die? Ah, everybody's fine. Nobody's hurt. How? Well, right after the action scene, we're gonna show a news report saying that nobody died, so people are gonna have to believe us. Smart. So anyway, Dante frames the Fast family for the explosion, and they become the most wanted people in the world. Jeez, so I guess they go into hiding. You know it. Well, first Dom has to go do some light posing in front of the Coliseum. Why would he go there? That's one of the most popular tourist destinations on the planet. So that'll be a cool shot for the trailer. That makes sense. So now the Fast family's kind of split up all around the world, and they have this agency after them. What agency? Oh, that one. Okay. So one of these teams is Roman and Tej and Ramses, and they've got to buy a new computer for hacking or something. I could not care less what it's for. Okay. And so Roman and Tej are gonna bicker as they do, and at a certain point, Roman's gonna take some dust from his pocket and just throw it up in the air. What's that? What, did I miss something? No. All right. No. Anyway, so then they're gonna try to buy a new computer from
Peter Davidson.
The random celebrity cameo hat. Yay. Pete Davidson. Oh,
there it is.
Because people know who that is, so when they see him, they'll be like, I know.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Exactly, so that's going to be very fun for everybody. And then Han is going to accidentally eat some psychedelics. Oh, he is? Yeah, he's going to be eating one of these muffins, and then he's going to look at it and be like, whoa. Wow, so what effect is that going to have on the next couple of scenes? Literally none whatsoever. We're never going to reference it again. No. And so that about concludes the most random scene I've ever written, mostly using Mad Libs. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Anyway, so it turns out Dante is also targeting Dom's son, Little B. So Dom's brother Jacob from the last movie comes in to protect him. You know, as the fun uncle. It's going to be the fun section. Wacky fun uncle. He was completely serious and deadly in the last movie. He really was. And so they're going to have a fun little adventure together. Oh, very fun.
Yeah, because they realize John Cena's better as a comedic actor, because, you know, he is.
Commit multiple crimes together, even kill some people. The kid is going to kill people.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. He's going to personally blow up several people in their cars using
and
missiles.
laugh while doing it.
So traumatized. Now he's pumped about taking those lives. He's going to high-five John Cena about it. Kid's kind of a psycho. Such a good time making broken human bodies explode to death. All right, so what else is going on? Oh, not much. You? In the movie. You're not in the movie. What else is going on in the movie? Oh, well, Letty got arrested during that Rocket League game in Rome, so she gets sent to a remote prison. Oh, she does? She does. All the way in Antarctica, so she's got to find a way to break out. Sounds like that's going to be hard to do. Actually, it's going to be super easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yeah, see, this good agency lady Tess stabs her, so she goes to this medical area and is strapped to a table next to Cypher. She's from the last 2 or 3 of the 10 movies.
Yes!
She sure is, sir. And since Cypher is such a good hacker, she uses the little touchscreen on the side of their beds to not only set them free, but to gas every single guard in the building. Why would that be accessible on a hospital bed touchscreen? Unclear, but it is. So then her and Letty are gonna have a little fist fight, because at this point it'll have been like 30 seconds since the last action scene. Oh my god, what are you nuts? Make them punch each other. This isn't a slow burn drama. Yeah, don't worry, they're gonna punch each other.
Yeah,
amazing. Pow, pow, pow. Yeah, pow. And so eventually Dante's gonna manage to locate Dom's son. Oh no, he's part of the family. So now Dom's gotta go to Portugal, because that's where my dart hit the map on the wall of my office while writing this.
Oh.
Very globe-trotty. So Dante manages to kidnap Dom's son, and so Dom and Jacob have to do some very upset driving very quickly. Well, if that's
I literally just like yanked him off of the car.
Promise of the premise, I don't know what is. But then some of the cars are dangerous, so Jacob sacrifices himself. So he dies? Well, sir, his car explodes into a massive fireball, so
but
no,
we've
probably
seen that.
Not. Oh, okay, good. And then this plane carrying almost the entire Fast family gets shot down and explodes. Oh no. And Dom and his son escape this massive explosion on a dam, only to have the dam be exploded itself and a huge wall of water rushes towards them. Oh my god, oh no. And so...
Cliffhanger.
Wait, what? I feel like that's a natural cutting off point. That's a good place to end that. We're just ending it there. Nothing's resolved.
Yeah, nothing's resolved. No ending barbecue. No family gathering like that. The family gathering for this barbecue took place a little bit earlier in this movie.
What happens in a couple of years? I think that's a good place to leave it. I don't know, man. I think we're going to need to give people a little more than that. I can have Gal Gadot pop out of a submarine and reveal her character's not dead. That'll work, yeah. Okay, great. So she pops out of a submarine and we cut to credits. Well, maybe a tiny bit more for people. We can bring back some other character we haven't seen in a while in a mid-credit scene. Perfect. Yeah, that'll distract people from the movie just kind of ending in the middle of an action scene.
Yep. Why the Rock returned, and he certainly did return because that guy's not going after him. Okay, so I think I kind of figured out, like, the code to, like, really, like, enjoying this franchise, really enjoying all these movies, because so many things just don't really make any sort of sense, no rhyme or reason, because they were talking about it in 9, like, as long as the physics and science are accurate, we should be fine. They never are in any of these movies, so the way I kind of look at it, or the way I did over the past couple of movies, or at least this one, was that I sort of look at it as kind of like, considering everyone that's in it, right? You know, you have the guy who plays Aquaman, you have the guy who plays Peacemaker, you have now the woman who plays Wonder Woman, you have also Brie Larson, the person who plays Captain Marvel. You have all of these different characters. Well, of course, you know, you also have The Rock in there, too, who played Black Adam. So you have all of these different characters, and they kind of act like superheroes in this movie anyway, or in the whole entire franchise. So why not look at this movie like it's a superhero movie? All these things that happen in this movie doesn't make any sense, wouldn't happen in real life, but within this universe, within this bubble, it's possible. Right? There's so many different ridiculous moments, ridiculous action scenes, ridiculous everything that just sort of happen, sort of just fall into place. No problem whatsoever. I'm surprised that he didn't use super easy, barely an inconvenience line more times while reviewing this, because there were so many different times where they were in a bad spot, and then they just sort of slipped into whatever situation, and they were all good. Like, I was racking my brain on it. I even chuckled a little bit during these scenes where they just sort of happened. Everything just sort of fell into place. Everything was just sort of fine. So if we take a look at the movie, we see it as a superhero movie, a bit of comedy thrown in there for the ridiculousness and just mindless action, and just shut your brains off, because there are going to be things that make no sense. Just none whatsoever. But the way to enjoy it, turn your brains off, and well, I guess you don't necessarily have to turn your brains off, but just think of it as a superhero movie that none of it's real. It's just mindless action. It's just distraction from everything else that's going on in the world. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's not supposed to make any sense. You have freaking Rocket League in the movie. Like, that's the first thing I saw, because Dom was trying to catch up to it, and like, oh my god, he's playing Rocket League. This is real life Rocket League happening in the movie. How awesome is that? And then they blow up this dam, and then just cars flying out of planes, and all these sort of things, and these twists and these turns, and all these one-liners and these speeches. Just enjoy it for what it is. All right? And I think we'll all have a better time, because we look at it as a serious movie. There's going to be many flaws. You're not going to have any fun. You're not going to enjoy it. So hopefully, for those of you who saw it, can see it for what it is that way, and you can enjoy it. So that's going to do it for me here. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about Fast 10. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Do click on all of these links before you go. And lastly, and most importantly, I want to give a huge shout out to all of my $5 and up supporters on Patreon: Luchador, Cruising, Wolverine 310, Jordan Bird, Lauren Davenport, Caster Cronich, Amber K, Raymond Bright, Chris Curtis, Ann Perry, and Larka. And I'll see you guys next time.